Jasmine Crockett's got another hot take. No blacks and whites on a wedding cake. The Democrats' new chosen one, Jasmine Crockett, is in the news again for an old clip where she attacked Florida Rep Byron Donalds for marrying a white woman. Roll it, Bertha.
The fact that you sitting around talking about life was better under Jim Crow? Is this because you don't understand history? Or literally it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewashed you?
Ever wondered what happens when political chaos meets late-night savagery? Imagine you're Jasmine Crockett, a lawyer-turned-congresswoman, suddenly thrust into national fame, the kind that's equal parts exhilarating and terrifying. You're not just another politician on the Hill, you're the new voice that half the internet can't stop sharing, dissecting, and sometimes outright mocking.
First, they cursed, now they thirst for blood. Jasmine Crockett is upping her temper tantrums, now saying the only way Democrats can win elections is by throwing hands.
I think you punch. I think you're okay with you okay with punching. It's Ted Cruz. This dude has to be knocked over the head, hard, right? There is no niceties with him, at all. Or literally it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewashed you.
That's not very woke, is it? Of course, Crockett isn't the only Democrat who's opposed to interracial marriage. So, Dana, Governor Hot Wheels, she claims that it had nothing to do with the fact that he actually moves by wheels in a wheelchair, and he's good looking.
Her cleanup.
But Crockett isn't just the new kid. She's loud, bold, and unafraid to push every button in the room. Her speeches don't sound like anyone else's in Congress. Instead of the usual talking points, she throws out unscripted rants, TikTok-level drama, and comebacks that leave even seasoned journalists scrambling to keep up. Every time she takes the floor, you can feel the tension spike. Supporters on the edge of their seats, critics rolling their eyes, and the rest of us glued to our screens, unable to look away. Her rise was meteoric and messy. In a political era defined by sound bites and social media storms, Crockett is a natural. She knows how to trend. Her supporters say she's finally bringing real talk to the halls of power, refusing to play nice or water down her opinions. But for every cheer, there's an equal and opposite groan. To her critics, she's the queen of chaos, a performer more interested in viral moments than actual policy. That's why the infamous Byron Donalds moment was so much more than just another congressional spat. It was a flashpoint, one of those rare, unscripted explosions that reveal how thin the line between politics and entertainment has become. Crockett, never afraid of controversy, took a direct shot at Donalds, not just attacking his views, but questioning his marriage, his identity, and by extension, the identity politics fueling so much of today's debate.
So much for Michelle Obama's when they go low, we go high. Crockett went as low as humanly possible by mocking Governor Greg Abbott for being paralyzed.
We in these hot Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot mess.
You know, Richard, I don't know about you, but I want to see way more of Jasmine Crockett. I want to see her everywhere. I think she is the perfect face of the modern Democrat Party. What say you?
I do think that there are a lot of Democrats that really like Jasmine Crockett. But let's be very clear here, and let's acknowledge that the name calling is on both sides of the aisle. Everybody does it. It gins up the base. I mean, I think we can go through Donald Trump's greatest hits of name calling, and we can go blow for blow. And I think
find one about a guy in a wheelchair. Jasmine Crockett's got another hot take. No blacks and whites on a wedding cake. The Democrats' new chosen one, Jasmine Crockett.
Her jab about Donalds' interracial marriage, implying he'd been whitewashed by marrying a white woman, wasn't just a personal attack. It was gasoline on a fire that's been burning for years. Who gets to define authenticity? And what does it mean to sell out in modern America? Within minutes, the clip blew up. Supporters rushed to defend her, spinning her words as hard truths that needed to be said. Critics, meanwhile, called it everything from racist to hypocritical. Old tweets were dug up, pundits weighed in, and the story refused to die. And the most fascinating part, Crockett didn't apologize. She didn't even blink. In the age of instant outrage and forced apologies, she was unapologetic, doubling down on her comments while her team worked overtime to control the narrative. The message was clear. She wasn't backing down, no matter how loud the backlash got. But it wasn't just Crockett dominating headlines. Enter Greg Gutfeld, the late-night king of conservative comedy, a man who's built his entire career roasting politicians, pundits, and celebrities with the kind of biting humor that either makes you laugh laugh out loud or cringe in your seat. Gutfeld didn't just respond to Crockett's viral moment. He made it his own. Within hours, his take was everywhere, sharp, relentless, and devastatingly funny.
The streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
Whoa.
And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So,
Now she claims that she wasn't talking about Abbott's wheelchair at all. Yet she's mentioned Abbott's wheels before. In 2022, she posted Beto's rolling around the state. Where is Abbott rolling to? And according to the Washington Free Beacon, Crockett also liked several Facebook comments referring to Abbott as Hot Wheels back in 2021.
You know, they are so lost and they just have no idea how to come back. They're cursing, they're fighting, they're burning, they're lost. I said it months ago. The party is over. They've got to come up with something new. And this woman chasing a guy that's New York City. That's a subway. In New York City, you can wear a MAGA hat.
Gutfeld's approach is surgical. He doesn't waste time on the surface level drama. Instead, he peels back the layers, exposing contradictions, mocking every over-the-top gesture, and turning Crockett's words into punchlines that become instant memes. His roast wasn't just a win for him, it set the tone for how millions of Americans would see Crockett for weeks to come. Clips of his takedown raced across social media, each reaction video more outrageous than the last. As the dust settled, one thing became clear. This wasn't just a one-off exchange, it was a battle for the narrative, with Crockett and Gutfeld as the main characters in a new kind of political theater. The lines between news, entertainment, and viral spectacle had all but vanished. But Crockett didn't stop there. In a move that stunned even her staunchest allies, she took aim at Texas Governor Greg Abbott, mocking his disability by calling him Governor Hot Wheels. The reaction was instant and brutal. Critics accused her of ableism, and for a moment, it seemed like the backlash might finally break her momentum. But in classic Crockett style, she refused to back down, brushing off the criticism and insisting she was being targeted for telling uncomfortable truths.
Racist! Tyrus, I go to you for no apparent reason. Do you have an opinion on this, or should I move on to somebody?
No, I just... It has to come from me.
Yes.
Okay.
pay us enough to find a plantation.
Tyrus, I go to you for no particular reason. Is she making any point there?
The controversy only deepened. Old social media posts surfaced showing a pattern of similar comments. Even some of her closest allies began to worry. Was Crockett's brand of raw, unfiltered commentary helping or hurting her party? Was she the future of progressive politics, or a ticking time bomb waiting to explode at the worst possible moment? At the same time, Greg Gutfeld smelled blood in the water. He ramped up his coverage, turning Crockett's every gaffe into fodder for viral segments. The more outrageous her comments, the higher his ratings soared. Audiences tuned in not just for the analysis, but for the spectacle. The back and forth, the drama, the sense that you were watching something unpredictable, maybe even historic. Meanwhile, the internet did what it does best, amplifying every detail, every meme, every controversial soundbite. Crockett's defenders accused the media of targeting strong black women. Her detractors insisted she was her own worst enemy, and in every comment section, the debate raged on, with nobody willing to give an inch. But if you zoom out, the saga reveals something bigger, a new playbook for American politics. Crockett isn't just a lawmaker, she's a symbol of a generation that grew up online, fluent in the language of memes, controversy, and viral fame. She knows that going viral, even for the wrong reasons, is better than being ignored, and in the attention economy, she's winning, at least for now.
Not just for one thing, I'm mad at Charmaine the guy because he should have kicked her out. See, the problem is that we are allowing our own culture to be openly racist and get away with it. Now, if a white person is offended by that, and they should be, they say something, it's like, it's not the same thing. But if you say that, and another brother looks at you and goes, man, you wrong for that.
No, they call Musk a Nazi, and next thing you know, you got swastikas on cars. They called Trump Hitler and a Nazi and a fascist, and he got shot. So I don't really ever see that happening on the Republican side when we make fun of Democrats. It's also about the supporters. It's not just the leaders. It seems like Democrats are easily programmed to do bad things.
Yes, they are. They very easily program, Greg.
I made you say that.
I don't really care what she says, you know. If she wants to make a joke about Hot Wheels, it just makes her look bad.
Gutfeld, meanwhile, is the perfect foil. He's built for this moment. A commentator who can turn any slip-up into a punchline, any drama into a viral moment. He's not just mocking Crockett, he's exposing the absurdity of a system where outrage and entertainment have replaced reasoned debate. Together, they've created a feedback loop. Crockett throws a grenade, Gutfeld picks it up, polishes it, and tosses it back, bigger and louder than before. Their supporters rally, their critics fume, and the rest of us are left wondering if anyone's actually interested in solving problems anymore, or if it's all just a never-ending improv show. Meanwhile, rumors swirl behind the scenes. Some say Crockett is being quietly sidelined by party leaders, who worry she's becoming a distraction. Others insist she's just getting started, already eyeing higher office or a media career of her own. There's talk of a podcast, a book deal, maybe even a Netflix special. Every new controversy only adds fuel to the fire. On Gutfeld's side, producers are on high alert, ready to pounce on the next viral moment. The rivalry has become a ratings juggernaut, one that neither side seems eager to end. In fact, the only thing more addictive than the outrage is the anticipation. What will Crockett say next, and how will Gutfeld spin it? All the while, politics itself is changing. In this new landscape, outrage is currency, and attention is everything. The line between sincerity and performance is blurrier than ever. Politicians aren't just lawmakers, they're influencers, celebrities, and sometimes unwitting punchlines. But the inability
Kicked his ass off because you're not going to talk about somebody that I care about like that, or another person like that. That's the problem.
She's so rotten, she wants migrants picking cotton. We present to you Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, who made this shocking argument why America needs immigrants. Roll it, Alfred.
So I had to go around the country and educate people about what immigrants do for this country, or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Right.
The fact is, ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now. Okay, so I'm lying. Raise your hands.
But there's a darker side too. As the Crockett-Gutfeld saga grows, so does the sense that maybe we're all losing something. Nuance, empathy, the ability to actually listen. When every debate is a performance, what happens to the real issues? When the loudest voice always wins, do we risk missing the point altogether? Despite, or maybe because of, all the chaos, Crockett's star continues to rise. Her every move is covered, every statement scrutinized, every tweet dissected. She's become a lightning rod for bigger debates: race, gender, power, and what it means to keep it real in a world built for clickbait. For Gutfeld, the fun is just beginning. With every Crockett headline, he finds new material, new angles, new ways to entertain his audience and skewer his rivals. He's not just mocking her, he's holding up a mirror to a political system that sometimes feels like it's gone completely off the rails. And as the weeks go by, the rivalry only pulls in more players. Other politicians, pundits, and media personalities jump into the fray, hoping to score their own viral moment. The whole thing takes on a life of its own, a perpetual motion machine fueled by drama, laughter, and above all, attention. So where does it all end? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe this is just the beginning, a new era where substance takes a back seat to spectacle, and the line between news and entertainment vanishes for good. Or maybe, just maybe, something will break the cycle. A moment of clarity, a genuine breakthrough, a politician who manages to be both real and responsible. But until that day comes, the show goes on. The next viral meltdown, the next meme-worthy gaffe, the next headline-grabbing roast, it's all just a click away. And with Jasmine Crockett and Greg Gutfeld at the center of it, you can bet we'll be watching, popcorn in hand, waiting for the next twist. So what do you think? Is Crockett the voice America needs, or the chaos it can't control? Has Gutfeld finally met someone who can take the heat, or will he keep turning her outbursts into comedy gold? Will politics ever go back to normal, or is this our new reality, a never-ending circus where the only thing that matters is who can go viral next? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you survived this ride, and make sure you subscribe, because if today was wild, tomorrow's bound to be even crazier. The circus isn't leaving town anytime soon, and you won't want to miss a second of the action. As the music fades and the credits roll, remember, it's not just politics anymore. It's spectacle. It's drama. It's the wildest show on earth. And with characters like Jasmine Crockett and Greg Gutfeld leading the charge, you can bet the next episode is already being written. Stay tuned.